I discovered my brother's fiance is cheating. I have 72 hours to decide. They've been together for 5 years. He cried when she said yes. I just saw her kissing another man in a hotel lobby. Not a friendly kiss, not a misunderstanding. I watched them for 10 minutes before they went upstairs together. He had his hand on her lower back. She was laughing. They looked comfortable with each other. This wasn't their first time. My brother has no idea. His fiance doesn't know I saw her. And I have 72 hours to decide whether to destroy his life or let him marry a lie. Let me tell you about my brother Michael. He's the kindest person I know. The guy who adopts elderly shelter dogs because nobody else will. The guy who paid off my student loans when I was drowning and never asked for anything back. He's not naive. He's just good. Genuinely, uncomplicatedly good. He met Sarah at a charity gala 5 years ago. She seemed perfect for him. Successful attorney, beautiful, charming. She integrated into our family so smoothly it was like she'd always been there. But I'd had doubts. Little things, the way she'd check her phone and smile privately, the work trips that seemed more frequent than necessary, the fact that she always seemed slightly bored when Michael talked about his passions. I told myself I was being paranoid. I told myself I was protective because Michael was hurt badly by his college girlfriend. I told myself to mind my own business. Then last Tuesday happened. I was at the Marriott downtown for a conference, heading to the lobby bar for a drink after my last session. That's when I saw them. Sarah was sitting in a booth with a man I'd never seen before. They were leaning close, too close. When he reached across to fix a strand of her hair, she caught his hand and kissed his palm. I felt like I was watching from outside my body. I didn't know what to do, so I did nothing. I just watched. 20 minutes later, they walked toward the elevators, his hand on her lower back, her head on his shoulder. They got in and the doors closed. I sat in that lobby until midnight. I kept thinking, maybe she's ending it. Maybe it was a goodbye. Maybe by the time Michael marries her, this will all be over, and he'll never need to know. But even as I thought it, I knew I was making excuses for her. Excuses that would let me stay out of the mess. I haven't slept in 2 days. I've typed out texts to Michael a dozen times and deleted every single one. Here's what I keep coming back to. If I tell him, I destroy the wedding, the deposits, the joy, the future he's been planning. He'll be humiliated in front of 200 guests, and he might not believe me. Or worse, he'll believe me, but blame me for being the messenger. Our relationship might never recover. I could lose my brother over this. But if I don't tell him, I become complicit in the lie. I watch him make a legal commitment to someone who's already betraying him. Every time he talks about how happy he is, I'll know the truth. And what if they have kids? What if this goes on for years? What if he finds out on his own someday, and then finds out I knew all along? Which betrayal is worse? The one he doesn't know about, or the one I commit by staying silent? I'm recording this on Friday night. The wedding is Sunday. I've decided what I'm going to do, but I want to explain my reasoning first. I kept asking myself, what would I want if our positions were reversed? And the answer was clear. Even though it hurt, I would want to know. I would be devastated. I would probably be furious at the messenger, but eventually I would be grateful that someone loved me enough to tell me the truth, even when it was hard. I called Michael an hour ago. I told him I needed to see him in person tonight, before the rehearsal dinner tomorrow. He's on his way over now. I have the location data from Sarah's car showing repeated trips to that hotel. I have the conference program proving I was there that day. I even have a photo I took from across the lobby. Blurry, but undeniable. I don't know what's going to happen. He might yell at me. He might thank me. He might marry her anyway. That's his choice to make. But at least he'll be making it with the truth. Here's what I've learned from this. There's no such thing as a neutral choice. Not telling him was still a choice to prioritize my own comfort over his right to know. Sometimes love isn't about protecting people from pain. Sometimes love is trusting them to handle the truth. I hope I'm making the right call. I hope my brother forgives me for shattering his world. I hope someday he understands that I did this because I couldn't bear to watch him build a life on a lie. And to anyone watching who's facing a similar dilemma, trust your gut. The truth is heavy, but secrets are heavier. So here's my question for you. Did I make the right choice? Or should I have let Michael discover the truth on his own? This might be the hardest decision I've ever made. I'd really like to know what you would have done. Leave your opinion in the comments. And if you want to hear what happened next, let me know. I'll post the update when I have one.